Hey everyone, Nicholas here from Crippled Tech, and welcome back to another vlog on my PC setup. And you know what that means. I found another mistake that I've done. You probably know by the thumbnail and the title of the video, but yeah, to put it in context, the monitor that I have is an Asus monitor. It is I don't remember the model name, but I'll put it up right here. 1080p resolution, 144Hz refresh rate, and it is a GSync compatible panel. So yeah, what I found out is I've been running this panel for how long? I don't know. I had this panel for this display way before I built this PC. So this panel, I've been using this panel for more than 3 years. I've been using this panel, this GSync compatible display for more than 3 years without actually turning on GSync. I just realized that. And the thing is, I thought I had turned it on because I had ticked it in the Nvidia control panel settings. I thought I turned it on, but in actuality, I didn't read all the way through in the settings, so it is still, the feature GSync is still off this whole time. So yeah, for those who don't know what GSync is Nvidia's own implementation of adaptive sync technology to prevent screen tearing. If you don't know what screen tearing is, I'll put an exaggerated example up on screen right here, how screen tearing looks. Screen tearing basically happens when your GPU are rendering frames and the displaying the frames are not synced, and sometimes it goes out of whack and your monitor freaks out and doesn't know what to do. It causes screen tearing. Typically it happens at around low frame rate, but yeah, whatever. GSync is one of those implementations that minimizes screen tearing. And so I'm going to show you my settings, how I had it before, and how I actually found out I had it turned off. So as you can see right here, this is the Nvidia control panel that you get after installing the GPU drivers. If you do not have this Nvidia control panel after installing the proper Nvidia GPU drivers, you can just go to Microsoft Store here, and just search for Nvidia control panel and download it. So to actually open this Nvidia control panel program, you can just go to the lower right, show hidden icons and Nvidia icon, right click, and there's the Nvidia control panel option. And after you click that, it may take a while to load, so just wait. How I found out is basically every time I update the drivers, I do a clean install of the drivers, so I have to manually come back and apply my driver settings again. So one time I came back and applied my settings and I read through the whole setup GSync settings, and I found out that I did not have GSync turned on the entire time. So let me show you. On this Nvidia control panel, on the left here, under the display, you have setup GSync. So you go into setup GSync. I'm going to disable it to let you see what my settings were before. I found out I had my GSync settings set up this way before I found out. So what I typically do is basically come in here, set up GSync, and this by default is unticked, so it's disabled. So first step, I enable GSync and GSync compatible, and by default it's only enabled for full screen mode, so I switch it to enable for windowed and full screen mode. So it's when it's turned on, it's turned on all the time, no matter what you're running. So yeah, and that's all I did. So I did not read through the entire thing. So when I did, there's actually 3 steps. So first you enable the overall settings and then you choose when to enable it. For me, basically all the time. And then you go to the second one, select the display you would like to change. I only have one monitor, so there's only one showing. If you have multiple monitors connected, you will see multiple options. You just have to choose the exact panel that you want that supports GSync to have GSync enabled for that one particular monitor, or multiple monitors. In fact, if your multiple monitors can support GSync. So select the display that you would like to change. The most important one, step 3, display specific settings. Enable settings for the selected display model. I did not have this enabled, so that is why GSync is off this entire time. The more than 3 years that I've been using this display, GSync was off the entire time when I could have used GSync. Oh my god. And you see a note here, selected let me focus. Selected display is not validated as GSync compatible. That is not a problem because I know for a fact that this Asus monitor is GSync compatible. For GSync compatible list, sometimes it's not complete, so sometimes the driver may not recognize the display that is GSync compatible as GSync compatible. So this will not be an issue. You just have to double check your monitor model and check if it's actually GSync compatible or not. So after you check your monitor, and if it is GSync compatible and this still shows up, it is not an issue. You can go ahead and enable GSync. It won't cause any problem. So I'm going to enable back GSync. You have to click this, tick this, and hit apply. And when you hit apply, your monitor will turn off for a second and then it turn back on. So it's syncing up the monitor and the GPU together. So yeah, this is the proper way to set up GSync, to make sure that GSync is actually turned on your monitor. I've been using this monitor for more than 3 years without GSync on because I take this and change this without reading the bottom part and just leave it at that. So GSync was off this entire time I've been using it. Oh my. Well, since we're already here in the Nvidia control panel, let's talk about another setting that beginner tend to make as well, a mistake that my phone just went off. A common mistake that beginners do as well. So that is the refresh rate. So the refresh rate of this monitor that I have is 144 Hz. Out of the box, it won't actually run at its max refresh rate. So in the Nvidia control panel, you can do this in Windows settings as well, but I'm showing you the Nvidia control panel way. You go to change resolution under Nvidia control panel, and right here, all of the settings by default, after you first install your Nvidia drivers, by default it should go to your native resolution, and refresh rate is 60 Hz. So that is the default. So you want to maximize your refresh rate, you can't change it. You don't have the option here, so you just scroll down to PC. Know the resolution of your monitor. The resolution of this monitor is 1920 by 1080p, the standard 1080p resolution. So select that, and then you have the max refresh rate is 144 Hz. After you select that, click apply, and then it will ask you your desktop configuration has changed. Would you like to keep these changes? You click yes. So that's how you get 144 Hz or whatever high refresh rate monitor that you have applied. So you don't get the default 60 Hz on a high refresh rate monitor without using the whole features of your monitor. So that is pretty much the message for this video. This serves as a reminder for both you and me to double check your settings configuration to make sure that all of your features are actually enabled, so that you don't have a feature like GSync, for example here, or a high refresh rate panel, and your settings are not configured properly and you have GSync off, or you're stuck at 60 Hz on a high refresh rate panel. So yeah, go double check your settings. You know what you should do right now is go and double check all of your hardware and see what features it has. Does your panel have G-Sync? Is your monitor a high refresh rate panel? If it is, and if it does support G-Sync or AMD's own FreeSync technology, adaptive sync technology, any features at all, if it does support any of those features, high refresh rate, G-Sync, adaptive sync, FreeSync, if it does, go into your driver settings configuration, double check your settings, make sure it is on, make sure if you're a high refresh rate panel, your refresh rate is set at the highest refresh rate possible. So yeah, a gentle reminder to you all, double check your settings, and when you're configuring settings, make sure to read all the way through everything so that you don't miss anything. And like I did, running this GSync compatible panel without GSync on for more than 3 years. You know, when I found this out, I felt stupid because this was such an in-your-face thing that I should have caught on sooner. And I'm 3 years deep into this mistake. But then hey, I made this mistake, so I'm showing off it to you guys so that you don't make the same mistake as I did. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching until the end. I hope my mistake can help prevent similar mistakes in the future for both you and me. And if you found this video helpful in any way, or you just enjoyed seeing me sharing my mistakes, stupid ones like this, give it a like and subscribe to Crippled Tech for more tech content coming right at you. And that's about it. Thanks for staying with me. This has been Nicholas, signing out. ご視聴ありがとうございました。では、次の動画でまた会いましょう。じゃあね。